Hello everybody! I thought it would be a great time to go through and read the best Yelp review for every NHL team. We have the Minnesota Wild, one of the best places in the country to watch a very average hockey club. True in 2011, true in 2019. The Tampa Bay Lightning. What's the general consensus on the new gray-black Lightning uniforms? I have a 60-inch TV but cannot read the numbers on the players. Okay, Ann, way to come to Yelp to brag about your 60-inch TV. Oh, I'm fancy with my 60-inch TV. Oh. The Caps have 50 reviews, which is a lot. Do not go to a Capitals game at the Horizon Center if you are not a Caps fan. We are Flyers fans. I just have to stop you right there. If a Flyers fan's trying to talk about going to another arena and having a bad experience, I cannot take your one-star review seriously. Signed, a Flyers fan. All right, Columbus Blue Jackets, you have 18 reviews with an average 3.5-star rating. Honestly, outside of Columbus, do they even register on any NHL fans' radar? Let's be honest. Do most NHL teams register on any non-hockey fans' radar? Very few teams do, so that's not an appropriate stab at Columbus. That's just the NHL in general. So the New York Islanders actually have the lowest rating on Yelp at 2.5 stars. Although I find the bandwagon fans to be absolutely insufferable. Listen, you can talk all the shit you want about Islanders fans, but calling them bandwagon fans, I just can't take you serious. Next up, we have the Edmonton Oilers. Dear Lord, do the Oilers suck nowadays. That's from 2010, so I hate to let him know what's gonna happen in the future. The Buffalo Sabres. Been a Sabres fan since the 80s. This team is the worst ever and not worth spending a red cent to see. I mean, it's hard to kind of disagree with his anger there, but at least you're not Edmonton. Carolina Hurricanes. So when you get a chance, move back to Hartford. I'll admit that Hartford was a god-awful place when you were there, but it's even worse without you. I get the feeling that he probably wasn't a fan of the Whaler Appreciation Night in Carolina. Next up, we have the Penguins. I'm a huge Pens supporter. Once the playoffs roll around, I openly admit that I'm a fair-weathered fan. My only gripe here is that if you're a bandwagon fan, I demand that you leave a 5-star review. You're only around during the good times. Why are you leaving anything but a 5-star review? Oh my God, San Jose, how do you have so many Yelp reviews? They have 362 reviews on Yelp. I didn't want to spoil a perfect 5-star review, but I have to rate the Sharks 3 stars because 1, I hate hockey. Stop reviewing a hockey team then. Get the off Yelp. All right, so Montreal, you are next. The Montreal Canadiens, the winningest team in the NHL with 24 Stanley Cups. Oh my God, you couldn't even go through a Yelp review without mentioning your 24 cups? Of course not, because it's literally how Montreal Canadiens fans introduce themselves to the world, whether or not it's relevant to the conversation or the situation at all. Hi, I'm Jillian, I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan, and we've won 24 cups. Ma'am? This is a Wendy's. I'm not reading any more reviews for you guys. The New Jersey Devils. I can't believe you can review the Devils. I'm losing my effing mind. That is all. Honestly, same. I can't believe you can review every team in the NHL, not just the New Jersey Devils. The Colorado Avalanche. 1 star for the facility, no stars for the team, fans, and especially the announcers. We were there for the Blackhawks Avalanche game in October. More Hawks fans than Colorado's fans. Whose fault is that? It seems these fans are mean and bitter from it. I like how he calls you guys bitter, but came to Yelp to leave a review of you guys. I think he might be the bitter one. Next up, we have the Nashville Predators. Said, I went to the game on 3/23. Calgary Flames are introduced. Every player sucks. Nashville scores a goal. All that is bellowed out is, hey, you suck, by the fans. If we had kids, we would never bring them to a game like this, so they wouldn't be exposed to such classless antics. Sir, you're going to a hockey game. You are not going to have tea with the Queen of England. Calm the down. Next, we have the Winnipeg Jets, and they only have 2 reviews. There's not really any negative reviews, either of them. Just gonna put up this review. So, here you go. Here's your review, Winnipeg. So for the Blues, there really wasn't a ton of reviews. Congrats to the champions, the 2019 Stanley Cup winner, the St. Louis Blues. I just like this review because it reminds me of something that I still have a hard time believing. The Blues did in fact win the Stanley Cup. It is August and I still can't believe it. Holy shit, Chicago, you have 92 reviews. Unpopular opinion, hockey is the worst of the major sports. Don't at me. Sir, this is Yelp, not Twitter. Moving on, we have the Philadelphia Flyers. I like this person because he left a 5-star review on 5/28/2018. On 6/1/2018, he was like, oh, I forgot I meant to leave a 1-star review, not a 5-star review. Oh, better hurry up and change that. So the Florida Panthers actually have 46 reviews, which I'm pretty shocked about. That's like every single one of their fans. Absolute ripoff. They make you pay $20 just to park. People who complain about paying to park blow my mind because you have to pay to park wherever you go. What magical land do you live in where you don't have to pay to park? Seriously, is there a place for sporting events where they let you park for free? I want to know. The Ottawa Senators. This one's from 2012. Great team, love the new scoreboard. I remember when we did not have a team and I support them all the way. So you remember what it's like to not have a team. Is that kind of what it feels like right now? Holy shit, Anaheim. You guys have 94 reviews. What the hell was going on in Anaheim that everyone's leaving Yelp reviews of the hockey team? Last night, September 8, 2018, several Anaheim Ducks players started a fight in a Newport Beach restaurant/bar. I am completely and totally disgusted by the activity displayed by them and would like to speak with someone in management for the team. It sounds like you need to call the cops and not leave a Yelp review about this. Moving on to the New York Rangers. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. My friend Arthur does, but not me. Thanks, Evan, for being completely useless. Okay, so Dallas, there really wasn't anything too negative here, but I did enjoy this one. The ultimate happiness explosion of life. Hockey is proof that God loves us. And honestly, he's not lying. That has nothing to do with the Dallas Stars, but yeah, it's close enough. So for Toronto, I think my favorite though is this one character here has honestly left a review of every single NHL team in 2010. And he left mostly negative reviews, which is a level of petty that I appreciate. If you live outside the center of the universe, you get annoyed by the constant national coverage of this lousy team. And I mean, he goes on to complain more about the Leafs, but I feel like a lot of hockey fans get that sentiment, especially in Canada. Up next, we have Vegas Golden Knights. The NHL totally dropped the ball on this one. Last expansion, all the other NHL teams were allowed to protect 15 players, but only allowing 11 players to be protected by each team is ridiculous. I truly cannot wait for the angry fans when the Seattle expansion draft happens. That's just gonna be so much fun. Next up, we have the Detroit Red Wings. So you're originally from Detroit. How can you hate the Red Wings? Well, let me tell you, future non-existent kids, parentheses, I've been watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother. Nope, can't read that. I still have whiplash from the Himium series finale. We're done with that. The Arizona Coyotes, you guys have 32 reviews. I've been a hockey fan for years, and I've tried so hard to like the Coyotes since I'm an Arizona resident, but I just can't do it. Just tune in this year. It might get exciting. So next up, we have the Calgary Flames. There's not a lot of really good reviews there. Don't get given any take-home stuff for the first 5,000 fans. All you get is a team lineup. Sorry, Calgary, that's the best review for you. Boston Bruins have 38 reviews. I don't know if it's a sign of how bad the team has been or just how pathetic you people in Boston are, but how can the Red Sox have 88 reviews and the Bruins don't even have a listing? Yes, because what is important in this world is Yelp reviews. That is how we determine if somebody is important or not. Moving on, we have the LA Kings, who have an astonishing 95 reviews. What the is happening in California that every Californian team has an insane amount of reviews? While the Kings take a backseat to the popular kids, the Lakers and now the Clippers, those ice skating boys really do know how to put on a show. Oh, she called them ice skating boys. That's great. Okay, Vancouver. Oh, Canucks, how you excite me and disappoint me. You're like a bad relationship that I can't get away from. A lifelong companion that I will never leave. And if that's not being a hockey fan of any team in general, I don't know what is, because it's just like this really unhealthy, toxic relationship that we're all in with our hockey teams, where we come back to them despite years and years of abuse. All right, guys, there you have it. my favorite Yelp review from every NHL team. If you were going to leave a Yelp review for your team, or any team in the NHL, what would you have to say? I apologize that my pugs are barking, but as always, thank you guys for watching, and cheers to hockey.